What is happening in the Northern Virginia real estate market right now, spring of 2026? Hi, I'm Casi Carey, your relocation specialist and your Vienna, Virginia expert with a team who has lived all over Northern Virginia, and we are here to help make your move seamless and as stress-free as humanly possible. Okay, so what in the world is going on in the market? It feels like 2022, if I'm being totally honest with you. What I am preparing my clients for, my buyers, let's talk about buyers first. What I'm preparing my buyers for is that houses that are priced right, positioned perfectly, and presented seamlessly. That was a lot. Those turnkey houses, right? The turnkey houses that are priced right in areas that are very sought after, they are going in a weekend. I actually was noticing houses would be listed on Thursday and sellers were taking offers on Friday or Saturday, which to me as a listing agent seems absurd. I find if one person is going to write you an offer that is ridiculous and amazing, we'll say incredible. I shouldn't say ridiculous. I should say incredible because it is incredible. Odds are there are probably five others on its tail. In my opinion, it is great to wait until the end of the weekend, but let's get back to buyers before I divulge or before I dig deeper into this. But it's happening. Houses list on Thursday. They can be under contract by Friday or Saturday. So what this means for you as a buyer is you got to get in fast. If you are relocating from out of state or out of country, and we are working together, I'm getting in on the first day that it hits the market. We're doing virtual tours. We're getting to see everything about the house so that you can decide, oh, I do like it. I want to take it to the next step. Or no, that's fine. Let's pass, delete those videos. Let's move on. So if you like it, then what I suggest is getting a walk-in talk. So this is a pre-inspection. This is something that takes about an hour. My team goes on your behalf and we are taking notes about the house. We're trying to find anything wrong with the house, honestly. The inspector is there to look at the big things to see if you could just have a better grasp and understanding of what it is that you're buying. Every house has issues, and the question is, what can you deal with? What is your threshold for the risk? And is there something major that you wouldn't want to write an offer on the home? That's what we're there for. So we're getting in early, we're doing pre-inspections, and then we are making sure with your lender, I always recommend working with a local lender. We work pretty closely with Intercoastal Mortgage. They have understood exactly what the relocation process is like with us. They know what it takes for my overseas clients. They know exactly what we need to do. And frankly, they walk you through the pre-approval to the lending process all the way to close, step by step, so that you understand what the numbers are going to look like before you write an offer. Because when we get to the point that we're writing an offer, we never want to be looking at a budget you can't afford. We never want to be not competitive on that offer. So let's say your budget is 1.5 million. We aren't looking at 1.5 million on the first weekend. We would maybe look at the top of your budget after it's been on the market for a week. There's just different strategies that we have to implement to make sure we're not wasting time. We are all busy. You're busy. I'm busy. We're not trying to see a million homes together. It just doesn't work. It doesn't make sense to go see a million homes if you aren't competitive on that home or you don't want to write a competitive offer on that home. If you're not wanting or you don't have the risk tolerance to waive all your contingencies, we're probably not going to a house the first weekend on the market. We're going to wait till Monday to see if they have a deadline, because what we are seeing from the listing side is most offers are waiving all the things. It just is what it is, whether you like it or you don't. I have no opinion. I just share what is happening. So, buyers, we're in on the first day, maybe doing a pre-inspection. We're talking with the lender to make sure that you can write an offer on the home that you can close on. You don't ever want to risk your earnest money deposit. You never want to default on a contract. And if you have questions about what that is, we can set up a call and I will go through all of these things with you. But what is super, 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 super important to understand is on the first weekend that a house hits the market, we are seeing it go over list, even as high as 100,000 over list. In early spring market here in Northern Virginia, we even saw houses go 200 to 300 over. But between me and you, I think that they were priced really low. And there were no houses on the market. So literally every human being that was looking to buy wrote an offer on that house. And some people get desperate. You never know where someone is in their buyer's journey. You never know if they've written 10 offers, they're exhausted, or maybe they need to move in a week, or whatever their situation is. You don't know. And so you have to be prepared to write your most competitive offer for you where you are in the journey right now. And again, if you're not ready to be competitive, we don't go the first weekend because it doesn't make sense, because most offers that sellers are seeing do not have contingency. They're usually included in an escalation, so they're going above list, and you just have to make sure that you're ready to do that. Okay, sellers, what the heck is happening? You just heard it. Buyers are writing over list non-contingent offers in the first weekend if, stay with me, if you've prepared your house right, it is presented right, and it is priced right. Those things matter. It is neighborhood specific. You can't just throw a sign up in the yard. You can't not declutter. You can't not throw some staging, even if it's just fluffing with your stuff or full home staging. That will get you more return on your dollar. So the market is a lot like 2022. We're moving really quickly. Homes are gone in a weekend. I like to kick you out of your house from Thursday to Sunday and ideally present multiple offers to you on Monday. So I just wanted to share this because so many people are starting to look at their PCS date or their relocation date. And, it all usually follows the school calendar. So many buyers and sellers target their move on one date. And that's the two dates, the school ending and the school starting. So as it is mid-March, we're starting to gear up, right? If you close in April, you could still get rent back till school's out. Then you could move and the new person's in before summer. Or if you're moving and you want to be in by August, you're starting now to look at houses. You're starting to look at houses now. So I don't want you to be surprised when you come back. I want you to understand what is happening in the market. So again, I don't like surprises ever. And I don't want you to be surprised. And I also don't want you to waste your time and the emotions that go into writing an offer and falling in love with a house. So this is your spring 2026 update. If you are thinking about buying and selling this year, let's have a conversation now. We're about to hit that peak week. I'll tell you when it is on another video.